Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Office Hours 24/7. So, my name is Amanjot, and I am here with all of you to discuss the analysis of the first shift for your principles and practices of banking exam. So, as you know, today is your exam of principles and practices of banking. So, what was the exam? What was the level of the paper that we are going to discuss for the first shift? Because these questions or these analysis are definitely going to help you in the second and third shift. Okay, so let's start. First of all, if I talk about the level of the exam is moderate, the level of the exam is moderate and it is simpler in comparison to Indian economy and Indian financial system. So as you all were very worried about it, like paper will be like Indian economy and Indian financial system. So no, this principles and practices of banking paper was simple. It was moderate. Now, what type of questions has been asked here? So first of all, the question was asked from a very basic questions related to the principles and practices of banking has been asked. Like first of all, if we talk about, they have asked first that officially valid document. The one question was asked from officially valid document. As you know, there are six officially valid documents are there, like your passport, your Aadhaar card, your driving license, your voter ID, Narega job card that is known as Manrega card now, Hana, and NPR. These are the officially valid document of yours. So one question was asked from the OVD, officially valid document. Apart from officially valid document, they have asked the question from wide area network and local area network. These two questions has been asked from when and len. Apart from that, the question was asked from your NRE and NRO account, so that you all know, and non-resident external account and non-resident ordinary account question has been asked. So these are the accounts which will be opened by the NRIs, Hana. In case of NRE, in case of non-resident external account, this account will be opened by the NRIs and they will maintain their foreign income here. So income from abroad will be maintained by NRI in India in the NRE account, and income from India will be maintained by NRIs in India in the NRO account. So if the earning is from India and they want to save that money in India, they will open the NRO account. And if they are earning from abroad, if they want to save their money in India, they will open an NRE account. So NRE account and NRO account question was asked. Apart from that, white label ATM, as we have discussed in the classes, there are so many types of ATMs are there. But a white label ATMs and the micro ATM, these two ATMs are very important. Maximum questions has been asked from here. If we talk about white label ATM, this was asked. White label ATM is introduced by the non-banking financial companies. Like the example, IndiCash ATM is there, Hitachi ATMs are there. So white label ATMs are those ATMs which are provided by non-banking financial companies, which are provided by NBFCs. Okay. Next, apart from that, the question was asked from your section 131 of NI Act. Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 was introduced, and out of that, Section 131 was asked in the paper. Okay, one question was asked from the non-banking financial companies, NBFC, MFI, Microfinance Institution. One question was asked from NBFC, MFI, Microfinance Institution. NPA provisioning has been asked. So as you all know, NPA non-performing asset is there. The asset which has not been, like the bank has provided a credit facility, bank has provided a loan to the customer, and the customer is not repaying the principal or the interest installment for the 90 days. Then after 90 days, the asset will be known as non-performing asset, those assets which are not performing in the market. So NPA has a three categories or three assets. The classification of assets are three. That is your substandard asset, doubtful asset, and loss asset. Provisioning of those assets has been asked here. Okay. Apart from that, the question was asked on the principal and agent relationship, that is the banker's customer relationship. So one question has been asked on the principal and agent relationship, okay, from the bankers and customer relationship. So here when the customer is giving certain order to the bank to perform the transaction, like for the check clearance, for the DD, etc., in that situation bank and customer will have a relation of agent and principal. Here bank will be an agent and the customer will be a principal. Okay. One question was asked from the digital currency. As we all know, I have told you about the CBDC. CBDC is what? Central bank digital currency. The wholesale segment and retail segment both has got the digital currency from the side of RBI, that is CBDC. The wholesale market CBDC currency or the CBDCW segment was introduced in the year 2022 from the 1st of November, and the retail CBDC was started from 1st December 2022. The digital currency question was there. Apart from there, the question from your module D, that is your ethics, has been asked, and around 4 to 5 questions has been asked from the ethics section, and from the module D of your 4 to 5 questions has been asked. So ethics is what you all know. Ethics is simply your systematic study of a human behavior to know what is right and wrong and to perform the right thing, which is right for the maximum society. And that's the ethics. So the question was asked from on the ethics. Apart from that, the question was asked about the router, and from the router, the question has been asked. So router, hub, everything we have covered. That question was from the router. Then apart from that, IMPS immediate payment service, around 3 to 4 question has been asked from IMPS immediate payment service. So as you know, this provides the fund transfer among the people. With the help of IMF, you can transfer the fund with the three processes. The first process by using the IFSC code, the second process by using the MMID, and the third is using your number. So these are the three processes by which fund can be transferred under the IMPS. Apart from that, the NPA recovery method, DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal, has been asked. So, as we know, Debt Recovery Tribunal is a special court that has been created by the central government for the recovery of NPA of the banks and financial institutions. So, that's the DRT. So, one question was asked from the DRT. Another question was asked from the CBS. CBS stand for Core Banking Solution, and it has asked which of the following is not a part of CBS. So we have discussed this type of question like which of the following is a function of CBS or objective of CBS or the feature of CBS. And so they have asked which of the following is not a part of the core banking solution has been asked. Apart from that, one question has been asked from the self-help group. So self-help group members, they have asked how many maximum members can be there in the self-help group. So if I talk about the members of self-help group, that is 10 to 20 members. But in case of a special category, like the self-help group has been created by the weaker section or the tribal people or the disabled people, and in that situation, the minimum members will be 5 members. Okay, so the standard members in the self-help group will be 10 to 20. But if there is a certain specific or certain special case in that situation, minimum 5 members are allowed. This we have discussed in the NRLM scheme and NULM scheme also, that the members criteria of self-help group is what. Apart from that, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana has been asked. So Fasal Bima Yojana is a crop insurance scheme that provide insurance to the farmers on the crop in case of natural disaster and pest attack. So the premium for Kharif crop is 2%, for Rabi crop it is 1.5%, and for commercial crop or it is known as horticulture crop it is 5%. So that's the premium under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Okay. And next question was asked on the CTS check truncation system. Check truncation system was introduced to stop the physical movement of the check and start the electronic clearance of a check. That's why the CTS check truncation system was introduced. Okay. Now the next question has been asked from the UPI, Unified Payment Interface. So UPI question has been asked from the settlement cycle of the UPI. It has asked the settlement cycle of UPI. So if we talk about the settlement cycle of the UPI, there are total 8 cycles of UPI, or I can say settlement cycles of the UPI are how many cycles? There are 8 cycles in the UPI. Okay, that will be based on the time. From the like UPI settlement cycles timing has been given, and there are total 8 cycles that will be seen in the UPI transaction. Okay, apart from UPI, we have seen the question from Infinet. So one question was from the Infinet. Infinet is simply a service that has been provided by the uh, subsidiary of RBI, that is IFTAS. So it's a subsidiary of RBI that has provided the Infinet services. Then we have a NACH, National Automated Clearing House. That's a service of the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. NACH provides us the bulk transaction, and it provides us the bulk transaction permission that will be like payment of subsidies, salaries, etc. That will be a part of your NACH. Okay, so with the help of NACH, you can perform the transaction. So these are the question. Apart from that, there was a question from the attachment order also. So as you know, garnish order and attachment order. So one question was from the attachment order, and this was the statement based question, and 2 marks question was asked in the attachment order. Okay, so these are question. Apart from that, they have asked bill of exchange. One question was from the bill of exchange also. So bill of exchange, as you know, this is a negotiable instrument defined under the section 5 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. This is containing the unconditional order to pay a certain sum of money to a certain person or on the order of the bearer. Okay, that's the bill of exchange. So that's a negotiable instrument. Okay. Apart from that, one question was seen from the insider trading. So insider trading, as we know, the internal information of the company has been leaked, and because of that, you are performing trading is known as insider trading. And in case of insider trading, if the person found guilty, the maximum penalty of 25 crore will be applied by the SEBI. And if someone informed the SEBI about the insider trading, so the informant will got the reward of 1 crore also. So remember the penalty as well as the reward amount. So one question was asked from the working capital and fixed capital. One question was asked from the working capital and fixed capital. So working capital is the capital which is required for the current requirements of the business, है ना? Like for the current asset and liability, whatever money you require, that is a working capital. And fixed capital, that's the long-term capital of the business, that like in form of machineries, equipments, properties, that's a part of your fixed capital. So one question was asked on that. Okay. Apart from that, on the NEFT RTGS, they have asked the question National Electronic Fund Transfer and real-time gross settlement. So they have asked about the unique transaction report receipt number. So in case of NEFT, it is 16 digits, and in case of RTGS, it is 22 digits. So this is what when you transfer the fund from the NEFT and RTGS now, from the mobile or mobile banking or internet banking, you will see that they will send you the confirmation that yes, money has been transferred, and in that particular message you will see on your screen the UTR, है ना, unique transaction number. So that they have asked about the NEFT and RTGS. If I talk about NEFT, there is no transaction limit in the NEFT, no minimum, no maximum limit. In case of RTGS, minimum limit is 2 lakh and there is no maximum limit. Also, NEFT and RTGS now became 24 into 7. From December 2019, NEFT is 24 into 7, and from December 2020, RTGS is 24/7. Okay. So these questions has been asked. Apart from that, the question was asked from the factoring also. Hana, that is your way of fund transfer, way of providing the immediate cash to the customer, like to the seller mainly. Hana, you are providing the immediate cash to the seller. That is the part of your factoring. So these questions has been asked, and if you talk about these questions, these are very simple. But it depends what kind of level they have asked. They have given a statement wise question, or they have given a, let's say for example, your questions language confusing, and these are the other ways by which you can make your paper tough. Like topics are very easy, they have asked, but yes, the language of asking the question, the statement based question can make it tough. So this is the overall analysis of your paper. And if we talk about this particular paper, this is a moderate level of paper, so do make sure you check these topics, Hana. It's not confirmed that the same question will be asked, but yes, the related topics can be asked in the second and third shift. So do check these topics, Hana, questions, and also let us know in the comment section that how much you scored in the PPB, Principles and Practices of Banking. Okay. And last but not the least, congratulations to all the bankers who have cleared the exam in the first attempt, or in the first shift of the Principle and Practices of Banking. So for the second and third shift, this is the your overall analysis of the paper. So do make sure you check these particular questions once, and these particular topic once, and all the very best for the second and third shift. And we will be meeting again for the next analysis in the evening at 5 p.m. Okay, so do share your questions. If you remember any question that this question was asked, and then do share the question. And if you feel like the certain question which I have given here was not there in the paper, also do let me know that this was there or not. So do share your questions, and also do share your marks about the principles and practices of banking. Okay. Thank you all for joining the session and all the very best for the next shift of PPB exam. Thank you all. So last but not the least, if you are new to the channel of Office Society 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you all. Take care.